Throughout the years, I've been slowly building up my platinum trophy collection. From Life is Strange to Scrat's Nutty Adventure, I've collected a total of about 13 platinum trophies. Now, I do have a thing called a platinum trophy bucket list. On this bucket list is games like GTA 5, Red Dead Redemption 2, and more importantly, the entire Assassin's Creed game catalog. That's what this video is about. From Assassin's Creed 1 all the way to Assassin's Creed Shadow, which hasn't released yet, I will be collecting the platinums for every single Assassin's Creed game and hopefully DLC if I can afford it. Also, just to add, I'm gonna try to pronounce everything correctly, but if I butcher it, I apologize. That being said, welcome to my Assassin's Creed Mirage Platinum Adventure. Now, a bit of context, I have off-stream gotten the platinums for AC Odyssey and AC Origins and their DLCs, so I've 100%ed those two games. I clocked in at about 86 hours for AC Origins and 131 hours for AC Odyssey, so I went into this platinum thinking this is going to be another long one. It's another Assassin's Creed game. I've seen the hours for Valhalla. This is going to be another long one. To my surprise, the guide tells me that it's only going to take about 25-ish hours. This video, of course, is going to be split into 3 different parts. Part 1 is going to be the story, Part 2 is going to be collectibles and cleanup, and Part 3 is going to be stealth and combat-related trophies and some miscellaneous trophies that I'm going to throw in here and there. Let's get to Part 1, the story. We started as Basim, who I know is a character that also shows up in AC Valhalla, but I haven't played that game yet, so I don't truly know the extent of his story. But we find out that he is being essentially haunted by a genie in his dreams. When he wakes up from his dreams, we get to meet Nihal, his good buddy, and somebody who's totally not important for the game's lore. Anyways, they go to Winter Palace to steal some Isu artifact thing, and one thing leads to another, and Nihal ends up stabbing a ruler. Casually. We run away and end up meeting with Roshan, who decides to take us under her wing and train us to be a hidden one. Now, this would be where the first trophy pops. However, I had already played a total of 49 minutes of this game way back last year, so I already have this trophy. Which, of course, that trophy is Master Thief of Anbar. After that, we finally become an initiate in the Hidden Ones, and we get to see the title screen. And the Lashaya Waki Mutlak trophy for becoming an initiate. I tried to look up the pronunciation, I couldn't find it, so set out with Roshan and Fulad to Baghdad, and we finally get to see the extent of what the AC Mirage world really looks like. To be honest, I really did like the map, and running around the streets of Baghdad was fun. Once you get outside the city, though, it's really empty in my opinion. See, in AC Origins, we had different camps and forts and tombs and a bunch of other things that really just filled the map, especially the desert area. But in Mirage, there was just sand. And I don't know if that's a good way to describe it, because I know it is the Middle East, so there is a lot of sand and it's mostly desert. But I would have liked to see more filling, maybe more camps, like more than just 2 oases. You know, I would have liked to see more within the map that we can do. Anyways, tangent aside, we make it to Baghdad and start learning about the Order and why they wanted that Isu artifact from the beginning of the game. Our mission is kind of like every other Assassin's Creed game that I've personally played. There's a group, they do bad, find them, take them out. That being said, we're gonna rapid fire these next few trophies. The Blood of a Ghoul is unlocked by defeating Al Ghul. The Blood of a Spy Master for eliminating Al Mardikawar. The Blood of an Enchantress for eliminating Al Pairika. The Blood of a Demon for eliminating Al Rabisu. And finally, the Head of the Snake for eliminating the Head of the Order. Now, I don't want to spoil the ending of the game, but I will use my reactions and things I said during the stream. What the? God, the music is so good. All right, Maddox, you might be right. It might just be the devil. Superhero landing! They got Thanos snapped. I'm gonna need one of those ending of Assassin's Creed Mirage explained videos, because I have no clue what happened. All I know is that it was cool as hell. By the way, I do stream these. I'm gonna stream all of them. All of the Assassin's Creed Platinums that I get, I'm streaming them over on Twitch. Links in the description. Go follow. Back to the game. We end up learning from the head of the Order that Basim is something more than man, and we need to go back to the temple in Alamut, which is where we were trained as a hidden one way at the beginning of the game. For this, we get the Balkulun Mumkin trophy for discovering Basim's past, and that's the final story trophy. Other trophies you can get throughout the story is Serving the Light for reaching maximum Hidden Ones rank, Masquerader, which is the only missable trophy you get by getting 2 different outfits used to blend in with the crowd, and finally, You Snooze, You Lose, which is gained by pickpocketing a guard affected by a blow dart. Now that we have the story out of the way, we can get into part 2 of this video, collectibles and cleanup. Being fully honest, I did all these throughout the story, so I'll just go over the 4 hours it took me to finish everything. First things first, I got all the viewpoints. I did this pretty early so that I could just get through the story while being able to fast travel wherever I wanted to go. This got me the Fearless trophy. There's a total of 149 collectibles in AC Mirage. These include gear chests, enigmas, historical sites, mysterious shards, tales of Baghdad, Dervish artifacts, and lost books. So we're just gonna go in that order. Before I explain these next trophies, we're going on to tangent number 2, the rank up system. I was a fan of this when I figured it out. Instead of having the RPG elements of Origins and Odyssey and having a level up mechanic, Mirage has you rank up through the hidden ones as you complete the story. They go Initiate, Apprentice, Novice, Disciple, Assassin, and Master. The map tells you that you need to be a specific rank to be in a certain area. That being said, I went to the Assassin ranked area when I was a Novice, and I made it through. It wasn't hard. I could take out any enemy with an assassination, and even then, I could fight them pretty easily. I don't know if I'll be able to kill this guy. Oh, I totally can. Bonk. Granted, this made exploration a lot easier, but still, almost getting the exploration trophy when I was maybe a quarter of the way through the game made it feel a little less special. I'm sure you noticed I said almost getting the trophy. You'll see why in a second. So I started getting all the collectibles. The gear chests were easy, they just had to do some puzzles, and I did like the puzzles in this game. Same thing goes for the enigmas, most of them were locked behind puzzles, and I enjoyed doing them. The historical sites were a bit of a hassle since there's 66 of them, but I had gotten a few already throughout the game, so I only had to get the ones that I had left. The mysterious shards could be considered the hardest of the game, since you do have to find a specific person, and that specific person is taking a specific path throughout the map. So you basically have to track that path until you eventually hear an audio cue from Basim, you run up to the person, you assassinate them, you run away. That's pretty much the gist of it. Do that 10 times and you get all 10 shards. Getting these shards is important because there is 3 gear chests that are locked behind these shards, and it gets you a cool sword, a cool dagger, and a cool outfit. Tales of Baghdad were also easy, although time-consuming since they are little mini missions, like they're side missions that you can do. There's only 6 of them, so they're not too bad to get. Some of them are in areas that are like way off from any waypoint ever. You do get the Crossing Paths trophy for finishing 1 Tale of Baghdad, but for completion, you need to do all 6. Next up were the Dervish artifacts. For this, I have 2 things that I need to give context for. The pickpocketing mechanic and who the heck is Dervish. The pickpocketing mechanic is a little timing minigame used to successfully pickpocket people to get a number of different items. You can get favor tokens, which are used to either gain information or help from people, and you can gain miscellaneous items that you can trade for money, or dirhams. Now, who the heck is Dervish? He is a friend from the beginning of the game that you end up finding later on. He asks you to find these artifacts, and the way to find them is by pickpocketing specific people who have a way harder pickpocketing minigame. But you can cheese these by getting the blow dart and just putting the person to sleep, then yogging the artifact without any problems. At the end, you can deliver these to Dervish and get the Curio Collector Trophy. Last but certainly not least are the lost books. Same basic ideas, solve puzzles, take books, repeat. However, this is where our issue lies and why I said we almost got the exploration trophy. The very last book was locked behind story. It was in this palace that I couldn't get in until pretty much the end of the game, and once I made it there, I did grab the books and I delivered them to Al-Jahiz, getting us the Scholar Trophy and finally an Explorer for exploring all territories. Finally, we're on to cleanup. Oh yeah, I pulled a math homework on you. This part 2 has a part 2A. Cleanup was simple. Again, I got most of them just playing the game, so we're once again going to rapid fire, and I'll talk more if I need to explain a bit. Defender the People for completing 10 faction contracts, which also helps self-improvement for unlocking the entire skill tree, since you literally can't finish the tree with the skill points given throughout the game. And this also helps with the Tools of the Trade trophy for fully upgrading all the tools. You get Cutting Edge for fully upgrading a weapon, which is easy since you get upgrade stuff from gear chests. Thick Skin for fully upgrading an outfit, which you can get from gear chests, but I got it from upgrading the Initiate outfit, which you get the upgrades for throughout the game. Fashion Statement is obtained by applying dye to an outfit. I connected my Ubisoft account at the very beginning of the game, so I was given dye, so I got that, I think that was the first trophy I got. But normally you can either find it in gear chests, get it through story, or buy it from a trader. Treasure Seeker for opening a token chest. Pretty self-explanatory. There are chests that are locked behind tokens. There's not that many of them, but but I did manage to find one, unlock it, got the trophy. Potion collector. For obtaining 10 elixirs. This can be throughout the game. You just have to collect 10 elixirs from chests or from people. Bird of prey for tagging 100 enemies with Enkidu or bird. For this one, you just gotta focus on tagging enemies for a while and then you'll get used to using Enkidu. I didn't use him much after I got the trophy, but if you do enjoy using him, then this trophy is gonna be way easier than it was for me. Riddle Me This is obtained by finding a treasure using an enigma. Hoarder for saving 2007 dirhams. And finally, Dawn and Dust for passing time 5 times on a bench. Finally, that clears up the cleanup. Now, onto the stealth and combat related trophies, which should be quick. Time for a tangent. But this one's a good one. I loved the throwing knives in these games. I noticed early on that there was no bow, but honestly, the throwing knives made up for it. It was so fun to be able to use them, and it really made me more immersed in the game for some reason. I found myself being quiet on stream when I was trying to sneak around in-game, which made for a very unentertaining stream, but you should still watch the stream. The throwing knives, personally, were a 10 out of 10, and I will miss them so much when I move on to the next game. That being said, Eagle Eye is obtained by taking out 75 guards using throwing knives. I complained about this at first, but after seeing how much I used the damn things, I'm not complaining anymore. This trophy does go hand in hand with Headhunter, which is obtained by taking out 10 guards with headshots by a throwing knife. Then we got to the tool trophies. They weren't too bad, and it was the game's way of showing you how to use them and see if you like them. I personally only used knives, blow darts, and smoke bombs. You get Sleep Tight for putting 10 guards to sleep with blow darts, Ambush for having 10 guards trigger traps, Attention Seeker for distracting 10 guards using noisemakers, and Up in Smoke for affecting 20 guards with smoke bombs. Smoke bombs are broken. Just look at this one clip.
Guards! Guards! To me! Guards!
Ah! Holy!
Right! Turn the table!
Next up is the Hand of a Thief for pickpocketing 50 people, Patron of the Arts for paying musicians 5 times, Patron of Sellswords for paying mercenaries 5 times, and Patron of Industry for paying merchant groups 5 times. Next up, you get Surprise for assassinating 10 guards from a hidden location, the Shadow and the Flame for taking out a Shakiriya, which is just a guy who shows up when you're at max notoriety, Silencer for breaking a horn bearer's horn with a throwing knife. I did get this one on accident. I didn't even know this trophy was a thing.
Someone aid. What? Stop that, you devil!
Destroy a horn bearer's horn with a throwing... I didn't even know that was a thing. Notorious for remaining at max notoriety for 10 minutes, and Eagle's Will for remaining in open conflict for 10 minutes, which looked something like this. Then you get Poster Boy for lowering your max notoriety to 0 by taking down wanted posters, Gifted Escapist for taking down 20 scaffolding structures, a True Hidden One for taking out 10 guards in a row without being spotted, Spread the News by paying a Munadi to lower your notoriety 3 times, Unstoppable for taking out 5 guards with 1 assassin's focus, and finally Street Cleaner for hiding 5 bodies in a stack of hay. Now, I did skip one combat trophy. There is a reason why, and this leads me to the final tangent. Blade in the Crowd is a trophy you get for assassinating 10 guards while blending in the crowd. To blend in the crowd, you can do a few things. Number 1, stand in a group of 3 or more people. Number 2, sit on a bench. Number 3, pay a merchant group to walk you through a certain path and you assassinate the guards as you are in that group. Point is, you should have a white outline around Basim to know that he's blending within the crowd. But after I spent about an hour doing this and definitely getting more than 10 assassinations, in fact, getting more than 20 assassinations, the trophy didn't pop. My heart sank. And I thought to myself, this trophy is bugged. I can't get it, which means I can't get the platinum. Why? Why does this one have to be bugged? Why, of all the trophies that have to be bugged, it's this one? Don't understand why. I just started my journey to get all the Assassin's Creed Platinums. And it's already over? But no, I couldn't bring myself down, so I summoned the gods of knowledge. Alright, last thing that this guy said worked for him is completing the game. So I'm gonna complete the game, and here's what I found out. Step 1, I had to finish the game. I don't know why, but I did. Step 2, I had to remove all talismans and costumes and equip just the Initiate outfit. Step 3, go to the Damascus Gate prison and take this path. It's the easiest one I found that got me where I wanted to go without having to get spotted. Go into the courtyard with all the prisoners. There's 4 guards here that you can assassinate, and since there's so many people around, you'll almost always be blended in. Keep in mind that when you do assassinate a guard, the people around you will move out of the way. So sometimes you aren't blended in. This did happen to me once or twice.
As you were.
Are you serious? I did fail a few times because it was late at night and I was tired, but here's the process. Go in, blend in, whistle, assassinate, leave, fast travel to Jarjaraya, fast travel back to Damascus Prison Gate, repeat. Step 4. After doing this 3 times, or in my case 5, profit. 10. Oh my god! That's so stupid! I hate this game! Why? Why? It makes no sense. Why? 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 You can't get the trophy unless you finish the game. I just wanted to get the platinum when I finished the game. Why? That's so dumb. Oh my god. Oh, that ruined so much. Anyways, I got the platinum.
Ignore me.
Earn every trophy. God. This trophy is bugged. You cannot get it until you beat the game. I tried for an hour, like I said, but I could not get the trophy. I really wanted to make it so that when I finished the story trophies, it would pop the platinum as well. But after I did my research, I learned that this one is just bugged. You can get it, it's just bugged. You have to finish the story. Maybe by the time you're watching this, it's not bugged anymore, but for me it was. This didn't ruin the experience per se. I still had fun getting the platinum trophy, but I was really excited to make the last trophy a story one, so it made me a little mad. You can tell by my reaction on stream. Luckily though, I got it, and it only took me 28 hours. Now, my opinion of the game in one sentence. Here's how I will perfectly describe it. I miss Odyssey, and I kind of miss Origins. I will not miss this game. I will not sit here and be like, oh, I miss playing Assassin's Creed Mirage. No, that's not gonna happen. And that's how I finished my first Assassin's Creed Platinum all on stream. Like I said earlier, I will be doing all of the games on stream. I do stream over on Twitch, links in description. You can also join my Discord to get notifications whenever I'm live. Other than that, feel free to subscribe, turn on notifications so you don't miss an upload since next game is Valhalla, and that's gonna be one hell of a video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye!